What's up, guys, and welcome back to SCUM. Now, we are gonna go ahead and do the bunker here in Z0, just because a couple of you said, yeah, it'd be fun to do a bunker run. And I know you guys do enjoy stuff like that. It's more exciting than just driving around. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this one while we're here, because that's pretty much the only thing we got left to explore down here in this sector. And realistically, we could probably use a bit more loot for going to the trader, because I'm running surprisingly low on 9mm. What? I didn't mean to turn the truck off. It's fine. Now, I'm going to do something potentially stupid, and I'm not going to use a helmet. We do have body armor, but I'm going to not run a helmet and see how we fare. Don't know how we're gonna do, but guess we'll find out. If we get shot in the face, then, well, lesson learned. Now, I don't know what kind of NPCs we might encounter in here, if any. I mean, I would imagine we probably will find some. Did you know that when we did a bunker run on the multiplayer server, could you get out of the truck faster? When we did a bunker run on the multiplayer server, one of our guys ran into 9 NPCs down there. A squad of 9. Not like 9 spread out throughout the place in a couple of squads. No, one squad of 9. So, we'll see. You know what, I guess we can go ahead and poke around through here. There's not much here. Okay, well, there's not anything here, apparently. I wanted to get your guys' opinions on something. I was debating about, for a new season of SCUM, none of that's useful to me. What if we did a season where we decrease the loot? Ooh, goody. 1 whole round of 9mm. Fantastic. You know, currently we run it at 2 times the default loot. What if we lower that? You know, just take it back down to default, or potentially even lower than that. But if we do that, some 45. I don't care about the binoculars. If we do that, then I would say we will just always have a yellow screwdriver on us. I will just spawn in a yellow screwdriver, because it's going to be harder to find them, and a lot of the locked loot containers that we find are going to be empty. At least that's been my experience before. And that always irritates the crap out of me. Let's see. When we have... Are you empty or are you full? You're empty. Fantastic. But that always bugs me when you spend all of your lockpicking materials just to find nothing. Because I remember going through a police station and finding basically nothing in all of the security lockers. You know what? You're armored. Oh, poop. You know what? It's fine, because in here it's going to be CQB anyway. Really? Just 3 things of military goggles. Okay, then. That's fine. God, that always still makes me paranoid. The doors didn't used to close. But if we do lower loot, that would give us more reason to check a lot of places. Just in terms of... we would need to. Oh, you're upstairs. Now, I don't really want to use all my AK ammo on you guys. Yes, I've got some spare magazines in the truck. I don't know that I'm gonna bother. That's crappy condition, and it's not very much of it. But with that idea with the lower loot, okay, we're good here. It would mean that loot would be more valuable as opposed to, oh, I can, I can, like that up there. In that situation, yeah, we'd probably take that just because we might need the ammo. At the very least, we'd need ammo just to sell, to be able to buy more ammo or buy the things that we need. But in so doing, I was also debating about... I don't know how those sell. I was debating about disabling a bunch of the vehicles on the map. So, have it set to where basically only the smaller vehicles will spawn. So, maybe like the cruiser, the quad, the boats, the tractor. The tractor isn't a smaller vehicle, but it's a much more limited vehicle. It's got a decent amount of cargo space, but it's slow and it's loud. And the tractor would be good for when we pick a base location. Well, we didn't find much there at all. That right there is why I don't normally run with lower than double loot, because we found nothing in all of this stuff in here. Oh. Wait, what the hell? This looks like the old bunker that was up in C2. Does this bunker always look like this? Because this looks shockingly like the old C2 bunker. Oh, 50 BMG ammo. Yes, please. Also, I heard a grumbles. We've already got thread. I don't need to take up backpack space for that. That's not a generator I can use. But has this bunker always been like this? I don't know that I've ever been in this bunker. Ooh, that's 100% cowboy boots. I mean, I have a pair of cowboy boots already. But going with the smaller vehicles... Hi. Going with the smaller vehicles would also make loot a little more valuable, because we couldn't carry everything that we wanted to. So we would have to be kind of we would have to pick and choose what loot we carry. And because loot would be less prominent, we would have to really focus on valuable loot. But anyway, that's just kind of something I'd been thinking about. Let me know what you guys think on that idea. If you think, you know, the lower loot would be a bad idea, but still go with, you know, the smaller vehicles, or vice versa. You know, I would like to do a season that's a little bit different, that kind of changes the play style a little bit from our usual, just, you know, we can pretty much find everything we need, and we have a rager, so we can carry everything we need, that type of thing, you know. So I want to change it up a little bit. So let me know what you guys think on that idea, or if you have suggestions on another way that we could do that. Now, I don't know the layout of this bunker. This sure looks a lot like... Let's see, this is the door we came in from, right? Pretty sure it is. Right? Yes, okay. Problem is I can't leave this open to mark the spot now. We could. I could do a little something here. Where'd those boots go? You know what? Those are fine. I don't care. Just grab those. And we can just set them by the door. Maybe they'll stay, maybe they won't. I don't know. Oh, I think we got a happy upstairs. What the heck? Where the... Let's see, He can't open doors, though. He can't open doors. No, I've got it set to where they... Oh, shit! Ouch! Where the hell are they coming from? Why did he just spawn in there? He was not there a minute ago. Okay, they're all C1s. That's fine, then. Because he was not here a second ago. What, excuse you, door? Offices, I don't really care too much about that. I don't really care too much about the depositories either. I want armories and possibly medical stuff. I don't really care too much about that. This sure seems like the exact same layout as the old C2 bunker. Control room. I don't care about that. Armory, there we go. That's what we wanted. Oh, there's a helmet right there. You know what? We could just go ahead and put that on for right now. Yes. Birdshot. You know, I've tried birdshot in SCUM, and it's not very good. Advanced compass, that'll work. Ballista 100-pound bow. Let's see what else we find in here. Compound bow. Not in great condition. What weight are you set? Okay, you're set at 60 right now. Let's see. You'll sell. The bows are not worth a hell of a lot if memory serves. Locked. Oh, I don't have any more lockpicks. But as far as starting a new season or planning for a new season, what... Oh, there we go. That's a better helmet there. I'll take that one. What kind of stuff would you guys like to see? You know, what kind of gameplay mechanics or strategy or whatever? What would you guys like to see for a new season? You know, or, I mean, maybe you're fine with just kind of what we've been doing. And I can put you there for now. What the hell? Where the hell are these guys coming from? They're not supposed to be respawning. Unless, did something get changed there? Let's see. Now, see, one, I've got the respawn batch size set to 0. But then, let's see. Encounter never respawn characters. That's supposed to set it to where they don't respawn until you leave the area. So that you can clear a place like this and actually have it be cleared. But obviously the spawning system is still broken. That's bathroom. Another armory. Fantastic. Now, I don't know how many armories this place has since 1.0. Ooh. Well, those sell for a decent chunk of money. Oh, a BCU lock. I don't remember if those sell or not. It seems like one of the things with the BCU does not sell, but I don't remember what it is. Another helmet. That one's not in as good a condition. But we can make room for that. Because the helmets do sell reasonably well. Oh, well, that sells. And I'll take those. I need more 9mm. Badly. Let's do that, and then... Sure. Ooh. Ooh, a full sewing kit. Yes, please. That's now mine. God, I really like the new utility belt. I presume you're the one I shot. Yeah, you're the one I shot a minute ago. Why are you in, like, the PJs from the mental asylum? The hell? Okay, then. You do you, buddy. We have more friends out here. Really wish the door wouldn't close behind me. Now, realistically, it's not hard to figure out which door we came in from. It's the one opposite the big military crates. I'm not sure why I'm trying to leave yet. Now, I don't know... Yeah, this just goes to nothing, doesn't it? Yep. Okay. Where does this one go? Also to nothing. What is the point of those? I don't know. Nobody knows. Wait. What the... Okay, that goes to nothing as well. Tactical jacket. Oh, you're from a dead one, aren't you? Does this one also just go to nowhere? No, this one might actually go to stuff and things. No, it literally just goes to an office. Okay. Well, guess only other way to go on this bottom floor is this way. Oh. Ooh, military quiver. Let's see. Ooh. Mauser ammo. Why did I put the quiver in there? I didn't need to put the quiver in there. You know what? It's actually fine. I don't care. Yes, I do, because I was going to just equip that later. Hang on. Sorry, I'm gonna... Oh, poo. You need one more. You bat bastard. There's that. And there's that. Okay. Now, I'd also like your guys' opinions on if you would like us to continue doing the exploration series. Because we're just now finishing up Z0, and that doesn't include if we go to check out, like, this island here. But so, that would mean we've still got, bare minimum, another 20 episodes. to do here, and that would be assuming that we could do every sector in one video, and we know that that's not going to happen. So my point is, just doing the exploration thing is going to go on for a good long while. So is that something that you guys are wanting to see continue? Oh, okay, we're good here. Or are you wanting to get back into some more traditional SCUM? Which, again, I mean, technically we can do both. You know, we could stick with doing the exploration series, but alter the parameters of it. Oh, we need more toolboxes. We really do. I've been using up a lot of them. Sure. So let me know what you guys would like to see on all of that stuff. Ooh, that's 100% 1911. Also, on something like that, another idea I had for a future season or series is... Man, that's 100% gunpowder. The problem is right now I'm not really needing or using the gunpowder. But I was thinking we could possibly limit the weapons that we could use. I'm really debating about, because we have an exit here. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go depot stuff at the truck. But limiting the weapons that we could use. So maybe nothing that's full auto capable, you know, which would limit us to things like the bolt action rifles, the shotguns, all of the pistols would still be fair game, although we could limit that as well to, say, the revolvers or some of the lower capacity weapons. Again, these are all just kind of ideas I've been tossing around to change things up a little bit. We certainly don't have to do any of these ideas, but I want to get your guys' opinions on if you think any of them would be interesting, or if you think they would actually make the game worse. And part of the reason I'm thinking about this stuff is for when we get back into another kind of role play series. You know, doing like another 28 hours later thing. What the hell? Where's the door? I was debating about on that. Having it be a good ways into the future. Ooh, is that... Ooh, a parachute. Problem is the parachutes only sell for like $400, which, yeah, that's a decent chunk of money, but for the amount of space that they take up, it's really not worth it. Anywho. Before the next series, I was looking at having it being basically set kind of in the same kind of universe as the 28 Hours Later series, but have it be set much further into the future. You know, that series I did kind of at the start of the outbreak, as we'll call it. We never really did establish exactly what happened or anything like that, but you know, everything happened at the beginning. And for this next one, I was looking at making it still in that same kind of universe, but a couple years down the road, maybe. Especially considering how, you know, they changed everything with 1.0. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get a fresh mag in there, thank you. I think we're just going to dump this full backpack in the truck and equip the empty backpack and just call that good. We've already gotten some of the armories, so I'm not super duper concerned. Is there anything at all in this? No. Okay. Is there a way I can get that toolbox in there? No, not really. Okay. Fair enough. We'll just do that then. Okay. I don't know if it'd be faster to go back this way or not. But anywho, I was looking at making that next series. Honestly, I was kind of going for like a 28 months later type scenario. So, you know, it's 2 to 2.5 years after the first series. I don't know that it would be the same character. You know, my thought was probably create a new character and have the commentary be more along the lines of he's just monologuing stuff. Oh, damn it. Shoot. Still got the helmet and the NVGs on. Didn't want to keep wearing those. None of you are the happies. But I've kind of briefly mentioned it before that for that series we'd probably start on one of these islands. Honestly, maybe that one even. Just because it's nice and isolated. But, you know, maybe we'd be running out of resources on that island or whatever, and we would have to venture to the mainland. At least that's kind of my current plan for it. But, in that same vein, if it's 2.5 years after all of this stuff happened, you know, there's a good possibility that there's not going to be a whole lot of you know, working vehicles or supplies left. And so it would make sense if there's less loot and less vehicles and that kind of thing. God, I'm glad that whatever this smoke is that comes out of here, maybe it's just steam or whatever, I don't know. Not that it's falling, but I'm glad that it's not toxic to where you'd need a gas mask to come in here, although that'd be interesting. But anywho, like I said, let me know what you guys think on any of those ideas. And if you think that they're kind of dumb ideas, then that's perfectly fine. You know, that's why I'm asking. I want to get your all's opinions on stuff. Because I have a whole bunch of ideas for ways to do series. But that doesn't mean that any of my ideas are good or things that you guys would like to see. Yeah. Oh, can't even go through that one. Okay. Where is this happy then? And that's a kill box. Okay, so this side is tapped out. And that's probably all of the armory lockers that we're going to find. Would be my guess anyway. I hope I didn't miss one. Good chance I might have, but if I did, I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. Okay, back to the main room. Is there anybody in here now to surprise me? You upstairs, Hap? I think you're upstairs. Yeah, you're upstairs. Nope, that one's... I don't know that there's a whole lot of... Well, yeah, there is. Well, good. We got plenty of ammo on us now for the pistol anyway. Still have not come across any bandits, though. I shouldn't say anything. That's just one arrow. Ooh. 5.56 tracer. Now, we could also do a series. And this could even be a shorter series, or, I mean, we could do it however long it would go and still remain interesting. But we could do a series that's focused more on crafting. You know, we can still use whatever weapons we can find, but ammo... He just walked right through that door. He did. He walked through the door. The door is not a solid object to them. Developers, you need to fix that, please. That is extremely frustrating. It kind of defeats the purpose of the puppets not being able to open the doors when they can just walk through solid objects like that. Ooh. Slugs I will take. Or, I mean, we could even do it to where we do just use crafted everything, you know, where we'd have to use the improvised rifle and pistol, improvised melee weapons. Although with that one, I don't quite like that as much because there's a lot of things that you need. Ooh, that's a good condition bushman. You know, there's various tools and whatnot that you can use as melee weapons that you can find. And if we're just crafting everything, then it kind of defeats the purpose of doing much of the looting. Because a lot of what you need to loot is, you know, for crafting, is not stuff that you would find in POIs. To a large degree, anyway. Ooh, a full stack of buckshot. I guess I need to start running the shotgun. But I guess the point of all of this is I'm just curious as to what you guys would like to see. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of ideas for different things to try. But I want to keep things interesting for you guys. I want to keep making videos that you guys enjoy. What the hell? So I want your guys' opinions on stuff. I want to give you guys input on all of this. And I would love to hear your all suggestions, because I'm sure you guys have a lot more creative ideas than I do. So if you guys have ideas for things you would like to see, let me know, please. Because I would love to have some more ideas. Yep, see, there we go. Another one just right through the door. What's the purpose of having doors? Now, the happy's over here. Ooh, food. I like food. Ooh, Pop-Tarts. Now, if the happy's here, that means that we search this stuff. Okay, so we got everything just on this top floor area here. I already checked out one, you doofus. Okay, how many bullets we got in this mag? Enough. God, I hate when the happies are in... Now, they can walk through the doors, but they can't open the doors, which is good for me. He's just on the other side of that door, though. I'm not opening the door. Can I get him to poke his head through? Whew. I didn't know if he would still blow up if I'm on the other side of a door. Oh. Damn it. Stupid door. Quit closing on me. Control room. I don't care about control rooms. Now, like I say, I don't know that there's... Yeah, depositories, I really don't care. Office, I don't care. Mark 5000s didn't used to sell very... Ooh, that's good, though. Now, I mean, that being said, screw it. We'll take it. If we need room, we can drop it. Let's see. That should go back out to the main thingy. Ooh, military compass. That sells. The magazines, they don't sell very well. You know... So I don't think I'm going to bother with any of the magazines. Wait a minute. Where the hell? Damn it. There we go. Whoa! Are we getting... Ooh, yep. Fresh magazine, please. Thank you. Where's this other one? Now he went quiet. Let's see. What door did we come out of? Okay, we came out of this one. So we went... No, we came down this way. And then went that way. Okay. Was there anything else this way then? I'm getting turned around here. No, there was nothing else this way. Okay. Oh. Hey, wait a second. That just goes back out to there. Is that the one that we came in? Apparently so, because I didn't check any of these. Really? I guess the doors automatically closing is a little bit helpful in terms of it might save you from the puppets. I know there's got to be medical stuff around here somewhere. Aha, medical stuff. Oh, how many magazines we got left? 2 loaded ones. Okay. Plus, we got plenty of ammo to reload them, so we're still doing all right. Ooh, goody, some paper. That's exactly what I wanted to find in here. Can't find paper anywhere else. Oh, good, I can rest here. Why is third person... Okay, well, drat. That's unfortunate. Can I rest in these? I can rest in these beds. There we go. I don't think laying on your backpack with all of the armor and stuff on would be very comfortable. Well, so far we have found absolutely nothing useful here. That's horribly unfortunate. Hey, there we go. Painkillers will sell pretty well. Oh, well. Thing is, I already have another sewing kit, but we technically have a free one here. That said, I've also still got several things of thread. We have a full sewing kit. I don't really know that it's worth it. What do we have that needs repaired? Wait a minute. Okay, no, good. It's using that one. Excellent. I'm surprised, but hey. Let's see. Yeah, repair the gloves. And one more thing. You know what? Sure, repair the pants. They don't really need it at the moment, but there we go. Now, free sewing kit. Beautiful. Okay, well, not what I was... Ooh. Problem with these is I am just absolutely terrible at them. Tell you what, we have enough screwdrivers. Let's give this a few tries. Yeah, we got enough bobby pins. We can just do this. There we go. Now, you guys get to watch me fail at lock picking. I'm not good at the lock picking. I need to practice with the lock picking board. But we'll get some practice here. Now, the problem with lock picking when you suck at it is apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently, every time you fail at lockpicking, you lose fame points. So let's take a gander here. So I've got 2,443 fame points. So let's see how many I lose here. Oh, well, hot diggity. I got it. Son of a bitch. And really, okay. Not really what I was hoping to find, but okay. Well, I guess we're doing that then. I really didn't expect to get it that quickly. Because I never get those lockpicking things very well at all. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. Should I check that? Okay, I checked that already. Okay, whoop. Hi. Yeah, I'll just leave the gloves off for now. Didn't we came in through this door, didn't we? Because then we did a little run around. Yeah, then we went through there. Oh, good, more paper. So we went that way, so we got this way now. Alright, I'm just wanting to make sure there's no surprises in here. Okay, good. I don't see any surprise people or anything. Ooh, yes, please. How are we doing on vitamins right now? I'm doing okay. So we'll just take those for now. Can I sit in that chair? No. Okay. I mean, I've got a lockpick already, or several lockpicks already, but, you know, we'll take it. Well, there's a whole box of more of them. Okay. Sorry, you guys probably get tired of watching me just craft lockpicks, but for me, it's hard to turn down free lockpicks, you know? I mean, we have, what, 3? Okay, well, I've got one loose bandage on me already, plus we have 2 full packs there and another full pack there, plus a hemostatic dressing. So I think we're fine to not pick that one up. There's a small screwdriver. I'm not going to worry too much about that. You know what? I'm gonna say I can wear that in addition to. That's what I was wondering is, would the sleeves protrude from underneath there? Interesting. How much? Okay, that provides 2 layers of insulation. You know what? We'll take it. Might come in handy up north. Ooh, pressure dressing. I'll take that. Okay. Okie dokie. Now, I don't know. Hey, this one does have a hazmat locker. Whether or not I'll be able to get into it is another matter entirely, but we'll give it a try. Right? see. I'll try that after we check everything else that's in here. Well, let's see. You don't have a flashlight on you currently. And I left my headlamp in there, but it still had batteries. Pistol, you got batteries, right? Yeah, and they're still fine. We'll take it. That one, thank you. Ooh, that's handy. Okay, well, let's give this a try. It's not gonna go well, I would imagine. Maybe it will. Who knows? The last one went a lot better than I thought it would. Oh, so close on that one. Damn it. I wish that for that kind of lockpicking, it didn't randomize the correct position for the lock. Or do I not have my... Okay, you're on that one. But that's okay. Not likely to get into that. But the only way I'm getting into one of those, most likely, is with God mode. Let's see. So, which way did we come from now? This way. Okay, so we went that way. Okay, so that's... That may be it. What's down this way? Did we go this way yet? Office. Bathrooms. I don't remember this. Nope, we did not go this way. This just goes to the control room. I hope that they add a reason to go into the control room, because there's no reason to do it right now. You know, there's nothing in here. You know, yeah, we need more lockpicks. I used all of mine up. Batteries, crowbar. Can I use the crowbar on the hazmat locker? I don't know if I can, but we're gonna try it. Where the hell did you come from? It's bugging the crap out of me that they keep just randomly spawning back in. See, like that. Now, technically, I guess he may have already been in the bathroom there. But It's still bugging me how they're spawning in when they shouldn't be. Now, it does seem like maybe they're not spawning in here anymore. Is it this one? It's this one. Can I use the crowbar? You know what, sure, we'll try the lockpick one more time. That's kind of what I figured was going to happen. Can I use this to get in there? Yes, I can. It just takes forever. I hope the crowbar has enough durability to do it. I'm not 100% sure that it does. Also, this to me seems a little ridiculous, just how long it takes to pry into these. And how it uses up the crowbar. I'm sorry, I have never in my life broken a crowbar. These things are designed specifically to pry shit like this. Now, if you were trying to pry this open with a screwdriver, then yeah, I could see it not working properly. This crowbar does not have enough durability to do this. It's going to get really freaking close and then break. So if that happens, I'm just going to spawn us in a new crowbar. Just because that's bullshit, in my opinion. The crowbars should not be a breakable item. Again, I have never broken a crowbar. I've used crowbars a lot. It takes a lot of force to break these things. Now, technically, I could also just turn on God mode and open this. You okay there, bud? I don't think this is working. Alrighty then. I don't think we can mime this thing open. Yeah, I don't think we can pretend to use a crowbar and get it open. Oh, great. Am I stuck now? I'm just... Okay, good. Okay, well... Did it not... Why does it sometimes not spawn things? Damn it. Good. It stays at the thing that it was at. Fantastic. But see there, it only dropped that crowbar by 2%. You're really telling me the other crowbar couldn't do that? What's your room? Ooh, you take up a lot of room. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Can you fit in like that? No. Well, let's see. This can fit in there. This cannot fit in it. Crap. Well. Lovely. Can you fit there? Holy crap, that takes up a lot of space. My goodness. Would you fit in here? No, good lord. You fit in there? No. How much room do you take up? That much? Okay. Can I carry that? I can't even carry it. Really? That's unfortunate, because I don't have room for all of my other stuff. But I can't... I really can't just carry it. I don't suppose you can go in the depleted... Can I carry the depleted uranium? I can carry the depleted uranium. There we go. Okay, we can make that work. Okay. Well, I think we're good then. Go ahead and put that back on just in case. Now, we didn't run into any friendos. Which I'm not going to complain about. Although, I gotta be honest, I have kind of enjoyed the NPCs. Just from the standpoint of they spice things up a little bit. You know, they make things more interesting. Now, I don't know if there's more to explore on the other side, but I've found the stuff that I was looking for. So, I'm not too concerned about potentially searching a couple other little medical areas. I think we're good. I think we're just going to head on out and call this bunker good. Oh, shit. What the hell? Where'd my sight go? This is not my pistol. What the hell? Can this door close, please? Why in the hell? Take that in hands. Get that magazine out of there. Unload that ammunition, please. The hell is wrong with you? Why does it keep defaulting to that one? Gosh, dang it. Default to this one, please. There we go. You don't have much in the way of ammo either. Can I put you in here? Yeah, I can put you in there. Perfect. Then you're not going to be in my way. Beautiful. Can you go in there too? Oh, fantastic. Actually, I'm curious. Can the hazmat suit fit in there? The, the hazmat suit can fit in there. Fair enough. Okay. Got any more friends out here? Yep. Okay, nobody there. Man, I really wish that you could carry something in your hands while also still being able to use your pistol. You know, it is possible to fire pistols one-handed. Developers. That was one mechanic I liked about a game called The Division. I don't know if any of you guys ever played that. Oh, it's dark now. Fantastic. That's creepy as shit. But I loved the Division games. I was never particularly good at them, and I pretty much always just did single-player stuff. But one of the things that you could do, some of the missions required you to carry something. And you could still use your pistol when you did so. Imagine that. Anywho. Pretty much all of this stuff is... Well, no, there's a lot of the ammo I want to keep. Anyway. That is going to do it for this episode. I'm still wearing the night vision goggles, and they look really goofy like that. Perfect. So... Is it sunset, I presume? Yep, okay. So, that is going to do it for this episode. Like I said, on all of those ideas that I talked about throughout the episode, let me know if any of them sound any good to you guys, and let me know if you guys have any other suggestions, because I would love to hear your guys' suggestions on what we can do going forward to make things more interesting. And with that said, I guess I'm going to go ahead and plug the links in the description. But before I do that, if you enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate you hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It would really help the channel grow. We're getting really close to that 1,000 subscribers. I think at the time of this recording, we are at 963. So we're getting there. But anyway, links in the description. We have St. Jude Children's Hospital and Wounded Warrior Project, both linked down there. So if you would like to support either of those charities, go check out those links. And then we have the Discord server for the Wolfpack multiplayer SCUM server. That is the server that I do all of my SCUM live streams on. It is a nice, chill PvE server that the settings are pretty much the same as I have them here in my single player. So no sentries, no drop ships, but we do still have NPCs, and we do have hordes turned on that one. But other than that, it's pretty much the same as my single player here. It is I think I said it's a strictly PvE server, so you don't have to worry about other players shooting you in the face or stealing your stuff or anything like that. So it's just a nice, chill server. So if it sounds like an interesting server for you to try out, go check out that link. Make sure you read all of the, or make sure you read the server rules page. That'll give you the rules and the settings for the server. And if it sounds like a good fit for you, then contact either myself, Necros, or Cornbread, and we will ask you a couple of generic questions just to make sure that you'll be a good fit on the server. And then we'll get you set up with the password. And then we've got my wife's YouTube channel, where she does a variety of videos, including ambient rain videos, comedy videos, paranormal videos where she posts informational content on various paranormal locations, as well as evidence that we have captured on some of our paranormal investigations because we are amateur paranormal investigators. And we do family live streams over on her channel where we play games like Phasmophobia and Ghost Exile. So if any of that content sounds interesting to you, go check out my wife's channel. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.